Do you want to understand how much time you may truly have left once you reach 70? Every year begins to feel more important, and the truth is, your body is already giving you clues about how long you might live. Some people in their 70s still feel energetic, alert, and full of strength, while others begin to slow down and face health problems and tiredness. The difference often comes from a few important signs, small but powerful signals that can reveal what your future might look like. In this video, we are going to explore 7 signs that can show how long you may live after turning 70. These signs are not random ideas or myths. They come from real observations made by doctors, experts, and researchers who study long-living people. By the end of this video, you will understand what to look for in your own body and lifestyle. Even better, you will learn how to improve your chances of living longer and staying healthier. Keep watching until the end because you may be missing simple things that can make a big difference in your future. Once you understand these signs, you will have a clearer picture of where you are right now and what changes you might need to make to add more years to your life. Now let's begin. Sign 1. Your walking speed. One of the strongest clues about how long you might live after 70 is not hidden in your DNA, your medical test, or even your food choices. It is something much simpler: how fast you walk. Studies show that older adults who continue walking at a steady and active pace usually live longer than those who slow down a lot. This is because walking speed is closely connected to overall health, muscle power, heart strength, and even brain function. Think about 2 men, Alan and Bruce, both 75 years old. Alan takes a walk every morning, keeps a smooth pace, and does not struggle when crossing the road or going upstairs. His steps are steady, balanced, and confident. Bruce, however, was active years ago but has slowed down a lot recently. He has trouble keeping up with others, stops often to rest, and sometimes feels unsteady when walking. While Alan's pace shows that his body is still strong, Bruce's slower walking may be a warning that his health is changing. Moving slowly or walking unsteadily is not just a normal sign of age. It can point to deeper problems like weak muscles, poor blood flow, or even early changes in the brain. Your legs are your main support, and when they weaken, your whole body becomes more fragile. The good news is that walking speed can improve. The more you move, the stronger you stay. If you notice yourself slowing down, do not ignore it. Start adding small bits of movement to your day. Take walks more often, use light weights, or do simple leg exercises. How quickly you move each day can tell you a lot about how long you may continue moving at all. So pay attention to your pace. It might be the simplest way to understand your long-term health.
Sign 2. Your grip strength. Believe it or not, the strength of your grip can reveal a lot about your future health. Experts have found that grip strength is one of the clearest signs of overall wellness in older adults. A strong grip shows good muscles, healthy blood flow, and a nervous system that is still functioning well. But a weak grip, or one that is getting weaker, can be an early signal of muscle loss, frailty, and even a higher chance of future health issues. Consider 2 men, David, age 78, and Ethan, also 78. David has always had a firm grip. He stays active, lifts light weights, and never has trouble opening jars or carrying things. Ethan, however, started noticing that turning a bottle cap or carrying a bag felt harder than before. He thought it was just part of getting older, but what he didn't know was that his weak grip was showing a loss of muscle strength, which can increase the chances of falls, injuries, and even shorter life expectancy. Your hands represent your overall muscle condition. If your grip is getting weak, the rest of your body probably is too. And the more strength you lose, the harder it becomes to stay active, independent, and strong. The good news is that you can rebuild grip strength. Simple exercises like squeezing a small ball, using hand strength tools, or carrying light weights can help. Take a moment and test your grip. If shaking hands feels weaker than before, or if everyday tasks are getting more difficult, don't ignore it. How strong your grip is today may tell you how well you can hold on to your health in the future. If you're still with us and finding this helpful, comment number 2 below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing and turning on the bell so you never miss our videos. Now, let's continue. Sign 3. Your ability to stand on one leg. Balance is something many people don't think about until they start losing it. but being able to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is a strong sign of how long you may live. Researchers discovered that people who struggle with balance have a greater chance of falls, injuries, and even memory decline. On the other hand, people who keep good balance into their 70s and later tend to live longer and healthier lives. Picture two women, Linda and Grace, both in their early 70s. Linda has stayed active for years. She walks, does yoga, and can raise one foot off the ground without shaking or tipping. Grace, however, never paid attention to balance. When she tries to stand on one leg, she begins to wobble right away and must grab something for support. What Grace does not know is that poor balance is not just a small issue. It is a sign that her muscles, coordination, and even brain function may be slowing down. Good balance depends on strong legs, quick reflexes, and a healthy brain. If you notice more stumbling, feeling unsteady when turning, or needing to hold on to walls or furniture, it is time to act. Balance can improve. Simple things like standing on one foot daily, walking heel to toe, or doing easy Tai Chi can help you stay steady. Try a quick test right now. Stand up, lift one foot, and see if you can hold it for 10 seconds. If you cannot, do not worry, but take it seriously. The more you work on balance today, the safer and stronger you will be later.
Sign 4. Your sleeping patterns. How you sleep each night can reveal a lot about your future health. Sleep is not just rest. It is the time when your body fixes itself, builds immune strength, and clears waste from the brain. Studies show that people over 70 who sleep well and keep a steady sleep routine often live longer and stay healthier. But people who struggle with sleep may face memory issues, heart risks, and weaker immunity. Think about two men, Peter and Samuel, both in their mid-70s. Peter follows a routine, sleeps around 7 hours a night, and wakes up feeling fresh. Samuel, however, has broken sleep. He wakes up often, tosses and turns, and sometimes cannot fall asleep at all. Over time, Peter's mind stays sharp, and his energy remains good. Samuel, in contrast, starts dealing with tiredness, brain fog, and changes in his blood pressure, all linked to poor sleep. If you wake up often, have trouble staying asleep, or still feel tired in the morning, do not ignore it. Your body is signaling something important. Poor sleep can come from stress, food habits, lack of movement, or even health issues like sleep apnea. The good news is that sleep can improve. Reducing screen time at night, sticking to a bedtime, getting morning sunlight, and avoiding heavy meals late can make a big difference. Sleep is not just a comfort, it is one of the strongest supports for a long and healthy life. So pay attention to your nights. If your sleep has changed, take steps now. How you rest today may shape how healthy you stay in the future. If you're still watching and enjoying this information, comment number 4 below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on the bell. Your support helps us create more helpful videos. Now let's move forward. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating habits. How you eat after age 70 is one of the strongest signs of how long you may live. A good appetite and healthy meals keep your body strong, protect your immune system, and give you steady energy. But when your appetite suddenly drops, or when you start eating poorly, it can be a warning that something in your body is changing. Think about two women, Martha and Helen, both 74. Martha enjoys her food and eats fresh meals every day. She cooks simple dishes, eats enough, and keeps a steady weight. She feels active and awake. Helen, however, notices she isn't hungry anymore. She skips meals, eats quick packaged food, and has slowly lost weight this year without trying. She does not know that a low appetite at her age is not just a small issue. It can mean her body is not getting the nutrients it needs. Without proper food, muscles get weak, the immune system slows down, and her body becomes more fragile. A low appetite in older adults is often linked to health changes, problems with digestion, hormone shifts, or even early memory decline. When you don't eat enough, your body breaks down muscle for energy,
which can cause frailty and a higher chance of falling or getting sick. If you notice you're losing interest in food, feeling full quickly, or dropping weight without trying, take it seriously. Eating well after 70 is not only about feeling satisfied, it's about giving your body the fuel it needs to stay strong. So ask yourself, do you still enjoy your meals? Are you getting enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats? Or are you eating less than before and feeling tired? Your eating habits today will directly affect how strong and independent you stay in the years ahead. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress. How you deal with stress after age 70 can show a lot about how long you may live. Stress is not just an emotional feeling, it affects your whole body. Long-term stress can weaken your immune system, raise your heart risks, affect your sleep, and even speed up aging. But older adults who know how to stay calm, adapt, and manage stress usually stay healthier and more active. Think about two men, James and Robert, both 76. James faces challenges like everyone, bills, health tests, and family problems, but he stays calm. He takes deep breaths, talks to friends, and focuses on what he can control. Robert, however, holds on to stress. He worries every day, gets upset over small things, and thinks about his problems all the time. Over the years, this stress wears his body down. His blood pressure rises, his sleep gets worse, and his energy becomes low. Stress causes inflammation inside the body, and inflammation has been linked to many major age-related diseases, including heart problems and memory decline. If you often feel worried, tense, or mentally tired, don't ignore it. Learning simple ways to calm your mind, like walking, breathing deeply, talking to someone, or listening to music, can add years to your life. Ask yourself, do you stay calm during problems, or do you let stress take over? Your ability to manage stress is not just good for your mood, it can help protect your health and your future. If you're still here and finding this helpful, comment number 6 below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss our videos. Thank you for your support. Let's continue. Sign 7. Your social connections. Your relationships are one of the clearest signs of how long you may live after 70. People who stay socially active, whether through friends, family, or community, usually live longer and feel happier. But loneliness can harm your health. It has been linked to depression, heart problems, memory loss, and even shorter life expectancy. Think about two women, Clara and Diane, both 78. Clara has an active social life. She talks to friends, joins a small reading group, and enjoys family visits. She laughs often and feels connected. Diane, however, spends most days alone. She no longer talks to her old friends, and even though she has family, she rarely calls them. Over time, she starts feeling lonely and sad. Slowly, her health also begins to decline. Human connection is not just emotional support, it improves physical health. Talking to others keeps your mind active and lowers stress. Your body even releases chemicals that help you feel better. If you have stopped joining activities, ignoring calls, or staying alone more than usual, it's time to reconnect. Staying social does not mean you need big groups. Even small steps, calling someone you trust, joining a simple community class, or sending a message to an old friend can make a big difference. The relationships you build now don't just bring happiness. They help you stay mentally sharp, emotionally strong, and physically healthy.
Now that you know these 7 signs, take a moment to think about your own life. Are you moving with confidence or noticing small changes that could be warnings? The good news is that you can improve most of these signs: your walking speed, strength, balance, sleep, eating habits, stress levels, and social connections. Your future is not fixed. The choices you make today can add more healthy years to your life. If you feel you need to improve, start now. Walk more, build strength, sleep better, eat healthier, manage stress, and stay connected. The goal is not just to live longer, but to live better. Thank you for watching. Please share one thing you learned in the comments. Your feedback motivates us. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you in the next video.